was like almost 6 foot. I was like 5'7", and CJ was already like 6 something. So it was just one of those things. And yeah, we're breaking kayfabe. We're coming out of the Ask the Army Man. We'll get
Yeah,
back to that.
but we'll tie it back into that. That kind of stuff actually got me into doing the full, kind of wanting to do the whole combative thing, wanting to do, airborne and air assault and all that kind of stuff.
However, you took
But I never
that
got to do those.
you took that combative with wrestling, because it wasn't just, hey, show you a move. It was like, hey, we stretch you. But you actually went and learned real judo and jujitsu.
We were coming from, the martial arts background of y'all.
True.
Mainly you, because you had that martial arts background.
Which I did. They didn't.
They didn't, but they had some of that knowledge. And one of the biggest things, because the wrestling really ties into with the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which a lot is what that is. In the military, it's different training. However, they're not going into that, but it's also it's how you kind of perceive of what you were gonna do. Some of the things that y'all wanted me to do, I was like, I don't know, but it was more so you're gonna fucking do it. And
oops,
believe it or not, Ty, you're gonna do it. That went in that was in the back of my head. Any of the scary shit I did in the military, or something that kind of really raised your blood level and get that pressure up there, in the back of my mind is like, no, you're gonna do it. And that kind of pushed me along to do, ruck marches, long ass ruck marches, 12, 13 miles, that kind of stuff, and everyone has their own different, limits of what they can do, but that kind of helped me push further along. So.
That's beautiful. There's also something that, I hate to break the fourth wall again, but there was a family heirloom that you carried.
Yeah, we're not going to that one. I'll go down to the bare minimum. I carried a pocket knife that belonged to our grandfather.
Yes.
I no longer have that pocket knife.
Of course.
Well, let me rephrase. I no longer have the blade to that pocket knife.
He has the hilt.
I have the handle to it. It was a foldable old timer. But let's just say I just don't have that blade anymore.
And just to break it off a little bit more is, you know what? Something from one war and one lifestyle carries to another, and no matter what, it's always a part of you. But one more question that I have to ask you is, say if you were to put yourself with your brain and your mindset. Okay. If you were to put that in reverse, let's say, I don't know, 2000, 1999, 2000. Like, if you were to go back in time and put your brain now into what you were doing, what would you tell yourself today?
In terms of the military?
No, anything.
In anything? Do it anyways. So many times growing up through the military, I was always apprehensive. Should I do this? In terms of, should I join the military? Should I do this course? Should I take this job? Do it anyways. And that was actually one thing I learned in the military too, is just fucking do it. Because you can go throughout life living perfectly fine, doing your small little things, whether it's inside, whether it's outside. But if you don't take the step, you're not going to know what the fuck is going to happen. So, and I say this for anybody. If you're not sure, do it anyways. The worst thing that can happen is that it doesn't turn out right. And if it doesn't turn out right, oh well. Move on to something else. And granted, you don't get to move on to something else in terms of actuality of life in the military or in the army, and every service member has their own thought process of that. Just fucking do it. If you wanted to, I want to take this course for college, fucking do it. Or if I want to try out this job or try out this summer thing, fucking do it. Just
so anybody coming up, going into this,
anybody that's gonna go into not even just the military, in life, and you're not sure, it's something that you think might be fun, skydiving, for example, or rappelling, something that there's that wall of, well, I'm a little scared to do it. I'm not sure I'm going to do this. Just do it anyways, because I guarantee you, it's going to create a memory in your mind that's going to be so rewarding.
How about?
That's what I wanted to say to that.
How about throwing a hatchet? Let's go ahead and put it out there.
Yes, we got to put it out there because I love talking about this. Okay, so I was what?
You better.
I was what, 9 or 10?
This was 1994.
Okay, so it was around there.
1994, yeah, ish.
Okay, so yeah, a little less than 10.
All right, so
here's the whole aspect of that.
Yeah, you need a fucking cigarette for this.
Because there are two opposite sides to this story. We were building a treehouse.
No, I was building.
I was there collectively. We were building a treehouse. Okay. This is when I didn't want to be outside. I didn't want to do any of this kind of stuff. I didn't
mind you, this was South Texas.
Yes.
In the middle of the summer.
It was hot. However,
the humidity, it's 114 a day.
I didn't want to fucking be outside. All right. I wanted to be inside, and I wanted to play Mario Kart on the N64. That's what I wanted to be doing. It was one of them. It was an N64.
No, it was NES.
No, it was N64
no,
at that time.
N64 came after. That was after Dad's accident. Give me my lighter.
Ah, my bad.
N64 came after Dad's accident.
I wanted to be inside playing a game. How about that?
You were still playing Top Gun 2.
So here's what happened. You, respectfully so, were upset because I wouldn't carry something.
No, go back to the original.
Let me tell me how I remember, okay?
All right, God damn
it. It was whenever I didn't want to be out there. I didn't want to help.
Let's break it.
I didn't want to help. I didn't want to be outside. I didn't want to carry that fucking
What do we have to carry? All the tools. We had snacks. We had food.
I didn't want to carry anything back. So
no, you didn't want to carry anything.
To carry exactly as what I said. I didn't want to carry anything back.
We went a quarter mile up the road.
Once we got back to the house, rightfully so. You got upset.
This is us leaving.
Threw it at you in the garage.
There was
yeah, it was an overhang.
Oh, the awning.
Yeah, it was at the awning is where I threw it at you.
No. The fucking tree.
Oh no, I don't remember throwing you at
yes, the tree.
I remember
because I chased you, and you ran a quarter mile home.
Okay, we'll go with the tree.
All right, hold on.
I remember we had already gotten home.
Nope.
And
nope.
That's what happened.
Nope.
Short end of the story. I threw a hatchet at this guy because he decided he wanted. He wanted to get pissed off. I got upset, so I threw it at him.
I tell you what. Exactly. So here's how it happened as the old guy remembers, okay? So, this was 1995, 1996, give or take. I can't remember. 93, 94, 95, 96. Anywho, I said, I'm tired of my little brother playing video games all day. And I need to work on our treehouse. Quarter mile up the road, there was 2 trees, and only one was short enough for us to build anything on. And I said,
I had a good platform on limbs too.
Today, we're going to go work on the treehouse. And he was like, I don't want to. I said, dude, I'm going to make us sandwiches, and which we did, and we put it in an ice chest. And all right, now we got to carry the wood. I don't want to.
I didn't want to.
So I carried the wood. I dragged it behind me, all that good stuff. Ice chest and all. And we get there, crawl up on the tree. And I'm like, all right, this is what we're going to do. This is what it is. This is where it needs to be. I get down out of the tree, and he says, no, it's too damn hot. And you were young.
Oh, yeah.
It is too damn hot. I don't want to do this. I said, I got you a sandwich right there. No, I don't want to go play video games. I said, you lazy motherfucker, we're going to build this or you're going to get your ass whooped. He goes, really? Reaches right down and grabs Dad's hatchet, which was part hammer, part hatchet, which we got to get back from Danny because I left it at the house.
I'll take it.
He grabs a hatchet while I am in front of the tree. He's facing me, and he goes, I'm not doing anything you say. Fuck you. What? He grabs a hatchet and throws it
Okay, now I remember.
right at my head. It was probably about 10 feet. But he arced it just enough to where it went right next to my head.
Right here.
Yeah, on the left side. Yeah, it was on my left side.
Yep.
Because I was facing that way.
Yep.
Pink! And I said, motherfucker, I'm going to kill you.
And I booked it.
And he ran like hell. I chased him to the barbed wire, but he was already out of the barbed wire, and it was Speedy Gonzalez, nothing but dust behind his ass. And I just stopped and I said, you know what? I got 2 sandwiches. I got 2 drinks. I'm going to work on my treehouse and eat his shit. I was so mad at you, sir. Like, you bitched out because of the heat. But I get it now. Because when I was there fucking 2 weeks ago, oh my God, just... it was so hot. Oh my God. But we were 9 and 13.
Yep.
Or 8 and 12. Whatever it was.
It was around there.
Yeah. So
sibling squabble.
You know what?
In someone's life.
To this day, he will still say, you want me to get the hatchet?
I have one too. I have a tomahawk for you.
Yeah, that ain't mine. That's not the one he threw at me. But when he lived with me, he goes, Travis, motherfucker, I will kill you. You put that away. So, anyways, down memory lane. And so let's get back to the point of let's ask an army man, because we've already been on here for well over an hour. Let me ask an army man. When we used to play Army Man with rubber bands.
Yeah, I still enjoy it. I still miss doing that. With Lincoln Logs and everything.
Yeah. That was the good old days. Would you say that you're proud of being an Army Man?
Yes.
What is your favorite joke as an Army Man?
My favorite joke in terms of just anything, like ragging on anybody? Or,
oh, yeah.
Oh, there are so many.
Just give me the
There are
crayon.
so many. Okay, no, see, you got the whole crown.
I'll wait on it.
You have the whole crown eating and all that kind of stuff with the Marines. I love my Marine brothers. In fact, on my mother's side, I and my uncle are the only ones that are Army. Everybody else was a Marine. Everybody else.
Okay.
And the joke that they hate is, anytime I'm dealing with them, I'll talk with them about all that kind of stuff. And I'll just be like, I'll ask them how it feels to be a part of the men's division of the Navy, and they'll get really upset. They'll get well. We're always that. I'm like, you know, and the running joke, and it's used by so many other people. It's just, you know.
Good Lord, you can't say men's Navy anymore. Jesus Christ.
But the best one that I loved is, you know,
Give the joke.
the America's first gay bar was Ton Tavern, birthplace of the Marine Corps. So I'll say that joke, and I've pissed off a lot of people with that one. And I'm not the one that came up with that. I heard it somewhere. And I thought it was
It's just something that you liked.
And I told one friend of mine that, and he was just like, you know, fuck you, Army guy. He didn't have anything to say that. He kind of failed the Marines for that one, dude. But oh god, dude, there's that joke and so many more.
So, all right, last question before we go out in cadence. If you were to say, as a military while you're active, where was your favorite place to be? Whether it was off duty, on duty, slinging drinks, or kicking ass.
Fred's Tavern, and
where's that?
It's in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Yeah.
It was main guy who owned Fred. Obviously, he owned the bar, and he himself was a retired sergeant major. He loved the military. He also would throw your asses in jail if you fucked around in his bar. He didn't give a fuck. He had the cops on speed dial. But it didn't matter creed. It didn't matter of what kind of rank you were, or even what branch you were. Any military person was welcome. And on top of that, every person and any vet, any military person will say, we're gonna rag on each other all the time, just like siblings.
Yeah.
Always going to. But God, when one of us got fucked with in that bar, about 30 other people are gonna fucking kill you. You did not mess with anybody military-wise. And it was right outside a military base. So why people did that, I don't know. It was in Colorado nowadays, in Colorado Springs. Nowadays, it's Anyways, so it's one of my favorite places to end up going to. I think the favorite place that I stayed for a little while was probably in Japan. Wasn't stationed there. We stayed there for a little bit during, just transferring to certain areas, and that was a cool place because I've always wanted to go.
Yeah. And
being able to be there, that was fun. I think those were my two favorite places. In the States, non-military wise and military, would probably be Fred's Tavern. And
there you go.
A lot of memories.
Colorado.
There in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
All right. Well, this is Ask an Army Guy. And it's going to be 2 or 3 parts, whatever it was, with however it figured out. So, one last time, go ahead and just, out of everything that you've come up with in your life, give the camera and the people watching a little piece of, oh my God. Just tell them what you feel, and then let's close it out.
Take the step. Move on in life. Trust me, it'll move by.
Heard it right there. This is JT. I'm that asshole, that drunk guy, and his bullshit opinions. So thank you for watching. Coming to you next time.